Hello all and welcome back to my channel Meet CISO. I hope all of you are doing good. Today the topic is very interesting, data sanitization. So as all of you know, the data has multiple stages. It starts with data creation, then data store, data is being shared, data is being used, and then it is archived. But at the end, what happens is data gets disposed, sanitized. Yeah, whatever you say it, right? It gets deleted. So if the company, let's say, have the private or PII data or PHI data, that's very confidential data. So in that case, organization needs to be very clear on their policies and process on how to dispose the data. So today we are going through high level topics on how to delete the data. We will we will go through clearing, purging, and destruction. What is the difference when the organization should go with clearing, purging, or destruction? At the end, I have an amazing workflow in which it is clearly mentioned how the data should be processed. That will help you understand the logic. So stay to the video till the end and understand when to use what. Let's go with the clearing first. So clearing is kind of a basic. Once the data is cleared or removed, it cannot be recovered through normal system function or software tools. So here you need to focus on this using normal system function or software tools. But what with the advanced software tools? Yes, with the advanced software tools, the data can be recovered. The deleted data or the disposed data can be recovered. We will not go into the technicalities, but clearing means very high level of deletion. Yeah, how it is done? Overwriting multiple pass overrides with random patterns are done, like factory reset is done. By that, all functionalities, the data is cleared. But again, by uh, formatting the hard drive or by on the sorry after the formatting is done, the data can still be recovered if it is clear, if it is in the clearing stage. Yeah, so here's the example: reformatting a hard drive before reassigning it to the another employee. So if there is any hard drive which is given within the organization to some other employee, in that case you can use the clearing technique and give the hard drive to some other employee within the organization. But here is a catch: the data in that hard drive should not be containing any top secret or confidential data. In that case, you can go with the clearing technique and uh, keep the hard drive within the environment. Now let's go to the purging purging is the technique used to make the data unrecoverable. And even with the advanced laboratory techniques, the data will be unrecoverable. So that is what called as purging. Yeah. When the purging needs to be done, when the equipment leaves the organization. Here is a term that you have to keep in mind: when the equipment leaves the organization. Degaussing can be done on the HDD, not on SSDs. SSDs does not have the magnetic tapes or magnetic media, so degaussing doesn't work. But with the HDD, there are magnetic media. What is done in the degaussing? They keep the hard disk in the strong magnetic field that makes the permanently data as like it erase the data permanently. That is called as degaussing. Now, let's say if you are having a data in the cloud, imagine how will you delete the data which is in cloud. You can do it through cryptographic eraser. So what you do is you encrypt the data in the cloud with the symmetric key and then delete the key forever. Symmetric key as of now, with if you have the if you have, let's say, done the AES-256 encryption, in that case, that if the key is not available, it is unable to decrypt the data, and the data will be secured or cannot be used by anyone forever. So that data is deleted. So, so when it is done, it's done when you are disposing or reselling the data, reselling the tapes to the third party. In that case, the purging is done. Now the final stage, and one of the most used case, when if the hard disk is having top secret data, in that case the destruction is used. Why? It should not go anywhere. It should not go anywhere, and it should not be there in it should not be there within any hands. So that makes the, how it is done, it's like physically damaging the media at all. So once that is done, then the data will be absolutely impossible to recover. One is called shredding. Yeah, mechanical shredders are used on hard drives and CDs and USBs so that it will make the small pieces of that particular hard drives, and it will be impossible to recover the data. Second is incineration, that is like burning the data, burning the hard disk. And the last one is crushing and melting. So this is both together of shredding and incineration. Both is done. That is called crushing and melting. These are some of the types that is done for the destruction. The point is when to use it. Yeah, because if the data is having top secret data, right? In that case, destroying or defective or decommissioning the drives, when you're doing that, then in that case, you can use the destruction. Now, let's go to the main part here. This is the main flow which you need to understand: how to deal with the data, when to dispose directly, when to clear, when to purge, and when to destroy. Let's say if you have any public data, in that case, you can directly dispose the data. That's quite understandable, right? Now, coming to the low data. Okay, I'll remove this for your understanding. Now, if there is any low criticality data, and then some moderate data and some high criticality data. I have kept it only three here for your easy understanding. Many organizations have their own terms like top secret, secret confidential, highly confidential, internal, public. So there are many ways the organizations to segregate. You can create your own uh, terminologies, but this is just for the understanding. So let's say there is some low criticality data. If it is leaving the organization, if it is yes, if any of the data, if it is leaving the organization, you should always purge. That we have already discussed. If it is not leaving the data, in that case you can clear. That's fine. Now, what about the moderate or high data? Do you want to reuse the media? No, if you don't want to reuse the data, then the easiest way to do is destroy the data. Now, you want to reuse the data? Yes, in that case, is your data leaving the organization? No, you can either clear or you can purge, but clearing will also be okay. Now, if you want to reuse the data, yes, if it is high, it's highly advisable that the high, if any of the media containing high data, you should not reuse within the organization at all. So in that case, it is suggested to destroy. If it is medium or low, then you can go with the purge. And at the end, whatever you do, either you dispose, clear, purge, or destroy, you need to validate your uh, action, and then you need to document it for the future reference. That's how this works. Many of you might be thinking destroying the data will be very easy, right? But no, destroying is again, it's not that straightforward as you are thinking, because organizations has to follow certain environmental regulations and everything. So they cannot just like go keep on going destroying the data like a simple thing. In that case, organizations do balance out, either they want to purge or destroy the media accordingly, and then they take the decisions. I hope you have learned the difference between clear, purge, and destroy. What is the difference, when to do what, and do let me know in the next video what you would like to learn, and we will be happy to create a content accordingly. And do like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to this channel so that we get motivated and the video gets spread to the people who are already in need of such kind of videos. Thank you so much for being till the end. Have a great day ahead. Thank you. Bye.